Hello everyone, Namaste. Today in this video, I want to speak about my spiritual journey before the spiritual awakening happened. And people often ask me that when did you begin your spiritual journey? I want to say कि ऐसा कोई सिंगल मोमेंट नहीं होता है जहाँ पे हम अपनी स्पिरिचुअल जर्नी को जस्ट बिगिन कर देते हैं. I remember when I was a child, I was a very curious child. I was a very curious soul. I would always wonder that from where do we come, where do we go, and these time, space, universe, and this concept of soul itself fascinated me quite a bit. And I remember when I was in college, uh, I used to study about astral projection, consciousness, subconscious mind, awareness, and that was also a time when manifestation concept and secret was introduced to me by my very best friend. And uh, after that, life happened. I joined my first job. It was approximately 12 to 13 years ago, and uh, after that I had to move to a new place in a PG where I knew no one. There was no friend, there was no one around me. And that time life was quite chaotic, both professionally and personally, and everything was upside down. And that is the time when I came across Buddha's teaching. And I remember I genuinely made an effort to study about his teaching from various sources. And I learned the art of meditation. I remember I used to meditate, and from that point of time I started meditating. And then later, my company sponsored me to study from IIM Bangalore and Harvard. Obviously, I had the curiosity, and always wanted to study there. And so 3 to 4 years approx I spent there, studying from IIM Bangalore and Harvard. And then my curiosity for corporate education and studying from best professors, that curiosity little bit settled down. And I became curious about humans. I used to observe, like, why humans are different, what makes all of us, what drives all of us, why we are the way we are. And that was the time undertook counseling psychology course, and I have spent almost 2.5 years, I would say three, studying counseling psychology. I got i stud, studied counseling skill from outside at an international level. And then I also studied NLP, and I got certified as an NLP practitioner. And then I came across inner engineering program. So I did inner engineering program first in 2000, I think so, 2022 March. I did inner engineering, yes. And but that point of time I was not in Bangalore, so I could not do Sambhavik Mahamudra. And then later, when I came to Bangalore, I did inner engineering again, and Sambhavik Mahamudra was initiated by Sadhguru himself. I would say that was our turning point when I used to do Sambhavik Mahamudra. That was the time, like, for few hours, I would really feel the essence of soul in my body, and was quite peaceful and joyful, like, no matter whatever work life, personal life was. And then after that, came across Premanand Maharaj ji, and I started doing Nam Jap. It's very powerful. That's what I experienced. And then uh, I I was, yeah, and then in birthday month I undertook this spiritual trip, and I think so this was the life changing moment. I feel that I have just switched timeline in my life. And in between, I also got very much interested in soul, like from where the soul comes, where the soul goes. So I also studied a little bit about Akashic. I also enrolled for a course which I did not complete fully, but I just wanted to understand the concept of, why we come here on this earth, the concept of karma, the law of karma, what happened to us, what's our objective in earth. And then later, when I undertook the spiritual journey, I went to Vrindavan, Gokul, Mathura, Barsana, Haridwar, Rishikesh, Kedarnath, and Badrinath. And finally Badrinath completely changed my life. So when this was happening, so when I was in a journey, I was constantly trying to be a better version of myself, because I didn't even knew that there is something called spiritual awakening exist. I had no idea about it till that happened to me. uh, मतलब I used to think that कि मतलब I just want to be a better version of myself. I want to live, you know to the fullest potential of a human being, like living a better life, right? Not just living unconsciously. I wanted to live very consciously and with full awareness. But there is something called spiritual awakening happens, and you completely change. No outside circumstances can affect you, and you are at constant bliss and joy and peace. It's a very different feeling to have, and I think so that's the best thing that I could get as a human, I feel. But above all, if I remember, I have always lived, if I see my life, I have always lived with complete surrender, faith, and gratitude. Uh, like, and that's what when I see back, I think it's not. So spiritual path is not always easy as well. That is also I see, because if I have to quote an instance, like something not so very good happened. We've all faced challenges in our lives, but whenever any challenges came in my life, I remember I never, uh, you know, uh, questioned divine power or God, that why me, why this is happening with me. I always, thought that whatever is happening for my highest good. I don't know from where did I get that, but I remember I always used to say कि अगर आपने कुछ किया है तो कुछ अच्छे के लिए ही किया होगा. Although it was not making sense at that point of time, at various stages of life, but जो means I have lived with the concept, जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. Although sometimes we don't like things that happened in college, in school, in your relationship, in your life, whatever, but I've always stayed with this mindset, and this mindset comes because I have complete faith in the universe and God, that you know whatever is happening for my highest good. So yeah, so this was the attitude towards life. And after the spiritual awakening, I think so, I have landed up. So I studied Bhagavad Gita 12 years ago, and then at the same time when I was exploring Buddha's teaching, और बीच बीच में भी 12 years में भी मैंने बहुत बार पढ़ा है, बट आफ्टर अवेकनिंग इट हिट वेरी डिफरेंटली. एंड मुझे ये भी रियलाइज़ हुआ कि वट एवर आंसर्स दैट आई वॉज लुकिंग फॉर, एवरी थिंग वॉज देयर इन आर स्क्रिप्चर्स. सो मतलब आई वॉज सो फैसिनेटेड कि मैंने ये 12 साल पहले क्यों नहीं पढ़ा, किसी ने मुझे बताया क्यों नहीं. बट फिर आई ऑल्सो फील गुड that I tried and experimented, and I found my own answers, and I landed in our own scriptures. And that's the best thing, like learning through experiences. And so Bhagavad Gita I तो बहुत बार पढ़ा है मैंने, and it's like I think everybody should live by those principles. And I was introduced to Srimad Bhagavatam by one of the purest soul in Vrindavan. And you know I'm still reading that. I have not completed yet, but I think so every answers universe, from where the universe came, what universe is, you know, what, why we are here, what the purpose of the life, and so many stories and leelas, I would say, of Krishna ji. And it's so beautiful, and I was just like कि thank God कि मतलब this at least came in my life. And I also realized कि means Sanatan Dharma, what we say, Hinduism, it's not a religion, it's all about science. मीन सनातन धर्म का अगर स्क्रिप्चर्स हम देखें तो इट इज़ जस्ट टॉकिंग अबाउट यूनिवर्स, यूनिवर्स कहाँ से आया, ह्यूमंस का क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव है, ह्यूमंस को कैसे रहना चाहिए. सो मीन्स आई थिंक सो of means it's like aha moment for me when I was exploring all of those things. So yeah, and this is what it is. And I don't want to make this video very long, but stay tuned for my next video.